Hey Virgo. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. This is a very grounded energy, a very solid energy. Um, Someone who plays the long game. They they know if they have to start somewhere, and the time is going to pass regardless. So you may as well start putting $5 a week away. Skip if you get coffee, or if you have something you do where you just spend a little bit of money each day or each week, try skipping that and putting it away. Like literally, even if it's cash, putting it away. Start walking, start putting one step in front of the other, and see if you don't all of a sudden lose a pound or two. But it needs to start somewhere. Um, Decluttering, start with your junk drawer. Start with one drawer. Just start doing something, or just clean the kitchen. Take. I'm talking to myself. Um, so this is a month about taking that one step to sweeping out the things in our lives that are no longer serving us. Let's look at let's just jump right into the middle card. This card almost touches, except for these, all the other cards in the deck. So this means this one is related to all the other cards. Oh, and it's a nice one. The sun, seeing things clearly, really shining a light on things, an aha moment, a movement. It's movement, it's a vitality, it's sex, it's energy, action. It's kind of, in some ways, like a Wands energy in the major, but it's really an aha moment. Maybe you'll have something that will make you think, what am I doing? I'm waiting around thinking, if I once I check this box, then my life will begin or be better or be over. And then, meanwhile, life is passing us by. So infusing that sort of appreciation energy and looking at things, like letting go of worrying about shit that doesn't matter, and focusing on joy and happiness and family and the good things, and cultivating a life that includes that. High Priestess, yeah. Like you're learning some sort of secret. You're waking up in some area and going, wait a minute. The secret lies within me. I've known the whole time, but I've just held myself back, or been too engrossed in the details and the mundane things and the yeah, I've just been too much in the thick of it. We'll see what's going on. This diamond spread sort of gives me maybe a couple different paths, a couple different things going on. Page of Cups, getting in touch with your creative side, cultivating that. Maybe instead of, society says we have to get an education, we have to succeed in our job and keep moving up the ladder and keep getting more and more money and bigger houses and more and more and more and more, at least in the States. And this is, no, I want to spend money on my creative side. I want to spend time on my creative side. I want to downsize so I can do things that I enjoy and that I love to do. And that is worth it. That is what's of value in my life. So turning these social constructs on their head and saying, I'm going to cultivate a life that I want. I did this recently. I did go back to school in my 40s and got a graduate certificate. And there's sort of a little bit of pressure. You should finish it. You should get the MPH. Don't just stop there. And I'm like, you know what? No, if I want to take classes, I want to take classes about something I really want to take classes. So I'm taking a psychic development class. Like I'm cultivating my life for what is important to me. It's enough. I've done enough school. I really have. I feel like I've done enough school, and of traditional school. I want to learn now about things that really interest me. balance, have a more balanced life. Maybe the balance can even tip. Wouldn't this be crazy? Being the scales, the balance of justice. What if things tip towards you cultivating a life that is more about what makes you happy and what's important to you than worrying about whether everyone else is happy? It doesn't mean, I know I can hear it because I don't want to be a bad partner and that wouldn't be fair. No, it's not about, it doesn't mean you're being selfish. Somehow taking care of yourself and living a life of joy and honoring the things that you enjoy is not bad. It doesn't have to be despite other people, or you can have both. You can have that balance. Looking at the big picture, this goes with that sun card in the middle, I think. Really zooming out and looking at where you've been, where you are now, where you want to go. Sometimes when we're in the thick of things, it's hard to ever remember how things had been or that they can change. And taking this zoom out and this higher perspective and, okay, here I am, but where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And making it happen. Lots of action for you guys. So let's see what's going on over on this side. Transformation. Yep, transforming your life. And it takes, I think, a transformation of how you think about things in order for that to happen. What are you carrying that isn't yours to carry? Where are you in a codependent relationship? Where are you taking on burdens and responsibilities that aren't really yours because you want to be perceived or be able to prove that you tow your weight, but you've gone overboard to the point where you're towing everyone's weight and you've taken on that's your responsibility for other people's happiness or making other people feel okay. If you really challenge yourself about that, it's kind of like, who are you to think that you can live someone's life better than they can, right? That's totally, I get sucked into that, get over myself as I'm sitting here reading tarot cards for you. Yeah, you're in denial about something, and that needs to stop. You're in denial about thinking that taking on everyone else's burden was helping them, but all it was doing was, it was not helping them and it was hurting yourself. It was not a balance situation. It was actually the opposite. And that's what is on that side is going to shed, this light is going to shed light on. Ooh. So if you can really address these things and see it in yourself and accept it and see the part you play and change your part, and it is I can hear you. No, I'm not selfish. I'm not going to. It's not being selfish. That's what you need to get over. Look at this new beginning in love and relationships that it's because in a way, if you don't treat yourself with respect and have standards and boundaries, the people in your life won't respect you. So we have to have that self-respect. This is a big challenge for me in romantic relationships, to not accept bad behavior, but that means you may be alone and single. We like to attach to people, right? So it's being okay being alone and being the default instead of the default being in some sort of relationship, regardless of whether it's a good one or not. I don't know how this became a relationship reading because I'm going to actually do a relationship reading for you. So, bringing balance in your life, really making sure you're cultivating the life because then when you're cultivating the life that's full of meaning for you personally, then you attract like-minded people, and there's you guys are more flowing together and lifting each other up. It isn't a give and take. it isn't a struggle where one person, trying to balance someone else's needs and yours. If you're of one, you have a similar philosophy and a similar way you like to go about things. It's interesting. I think it was Deborah Silverman. People always ask her what signs are the best match, and she said that it's actually signs that are similar. Because in the beginning, she's a psychotherapist. So I like to listen to her because I think astrology is her bridge to helping people psychologically, which I really enjoy. She said, yes, we're drawn to, and I'm paraphrasing her, so I'm probably getting this wrong, but we are drawn to people who are opposite, but it's exciting because it's not something we have, but it actually becomes a difficulty, a point of contention in the relationship, because once the novelty is over, we're not like that, and it bugs us. So it was really interesting because you always hear opposites attract, and it kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, it just made more sense the way she described it. They attract at first, but then it's not a sustainable thing. Okay, well, let's focus on the sun. Let's focus on your creativity, where you want to go in life, and doing things that bring you peace and harmony in your life. Have a good one. Bye.